What is up, YouTube? It's Kingfisher745, and in this video we're going to do the final sim, aka the boss rush. Now in part for this video I switched in with the Generalist Empowered costume, and I'm going to switch in Magneto and Iron Patriot. For my agent setup, I'm using the Blade of the Guardian, the Mercurial, the Staff for its heal and its heal over time effect, and the Warbringer Axe. You could certainly use a synthetic cube if you do have it, or switch in the Bashanga's blade for the Warbringer. Another potentially great option is, if you do have the Tactician Empowered armor, you could use that. This could easily swing the tide of this battle because you could make your heal effects a quick action with the Quick Empowered ISO 8. Now I'm using Magneto for a couple of reasons. One, because he happens to be a great support character that can also do heavy damage. So basically he has knockout power, but he also has a shield which will absorb damage and give you an extra turn. And then on top of that he can lessen enemies' damage with his magnetized or polarized. I find myself using him whenever there's a difficult PvE challenge. With him you could use a number of different characters that do decent damage, but in this case I'm going with Iron Patriot. You could however use someone like Iron Man and just keep spamming Unibeam. For me, Iron Patriot with that 21 gun salute just happens to be a perfect AoE wave clearer. Not only does his initial attack do quite a bit of damage, that radiation exposure really will tick down the enemy's health. That's my reasoning behind this team up. After that it's just in the execution. With Magneto severely injured, we do get pretty lucky that we have a Protect agent, but if your agent really doesn't have the lasting power, you may want to try a different protector along with Magneto. You could even go with Rescue and slow play this battle. Yet another method would be to try to avoid most of the enemy attacks. You may be able to accomplish this with someone like Damon Hellstrom or Storm. Damon has his Skittering Darkness, and then Storm has her Protective Shroud, which if you're lucky enough to have her E-ISO, your team will start the combat with this buff. Now those are just a few extra options. There really is no singular right way to beat this sim. As far as my biggest tips, you will want to have some sort of healing, either on your agent or through a hero. It helps if you can deliver some serious damage, and remember to focus down one enemy at a time. The only time I really switch this up is if I think I can take out an enemy before their turns. If you can do that, then by all means give it your best shot. Now Kang, and to a lesser extent the Hood, can be really annoying enemies because they avoid so many attacks. Damage over time effects or dots will really help out with this. For example, radiation exposure is going to tick down every single turn, and then also hopefully some of our counterattacks will hit. If you do have the cube equipped, the improbability field will definitely help out as well. By the way, something I didn't mention earlier, Iron Patriot also has his own reactive shielding. This will often decrease damage done against him. In cases like this it's really valuable. Now this Warbringer Axe attack would normally finish someone like Kang, but he does have out of time so he avoids it. Fortunately on his turn he will attack my agent, and he will suffer some counterattacks. After the next one it will be enough to send the Time Traveler on his way. At this point my agent is pretty low on health, but it's also time for Magnetic Field to come off of cooldown. So that will absorb some damage for us, and also potentially provide extra turns to our team. That could come in quite handy as we head into the final wave. In wave number 3 we're facing the Dragoness, Green Goblin, and the Executioner. The enemies are going to get the first 3 turns, but luckily we did apply Polarize to Dragoness. Our Tactician Magneto also gets an extra turn because of tactical maneuvers. Since all the enemies were polarized, I used the Graviton Well. Next, Dragoness hits my agent, and she's counterattacked but it misses. Green Goblin won't be attacking this turn, so now it's time for my agent to use the Staff of Asklepios. That should bring us back to full health, and we have a heal over time effect. Since Executioner's up next, we hit him with an Electromagnetic Blast. And now it's the moment we've all been waiting for, a full Overcharge 21 gun salute. This attack at the very least should take out the Executioner and Dragoness, but it quickly becomes apparent that it's going to finish Green Goblin as well. And that's what Iron Patriot's here for. That's going to be the end of the boss rush sim, And now we're going to take a look at the dialogue, get our rewards, and then that will be it for the video. I hope you enjoyed the simulator videos, and I will make sure to post them much sooner next time. Although I'm not really sure whenever the next sim is going to be released. I would like to thank you all for watching, and ask you to please like, comment, and subscribe. And until next time, good luck, and take care.